we've traveled a lot in our lives, and you stay in hotels, and with our love of art and design and architecture, it kind of fed this idea of, well, let's make every room individual.
So we didn't want to create anything twice, so everything had to be different.
These are our projects for love. First, we graduated from college. We moved to New York City. We started exploring at the time. West Broadway was very new and cool, and we met somebody who had a friend who was an art dealer. We actually bought 2 pieces of art, and then we spent a lot of time buying like furniture at auction to furnish our apartment, and then it just grew over the years into design and architecture. All of those things became real passions that we shared. We're in Uruguay, we're in Chile, we're in Milan. When you come to our hotels, it's about opening up the ideas.
We're having a good time and want to do more.
We chose Uruguay first because we came here 35 years ago and we started to explore, and we just fell in love with everything about it.
So Estancia Vik was an homage to Uruguay. So we did Spanish colonial architecture,
which is the way the colonial people built ranches in South America.
All of the artists are Uruguayan, all of the materials are Uruguayan.
The idea was always to have the location, the destination, be about the place in every aspect, so that when our guests are staying with us, they're learning something about the broader culture, including the art.
So here we have the very traditional colonial style. In Playa Vik, we wanted it to be the 21st century architecture. Different from anything else in Uruguay. All the angles are inwards, so the pool is cantilevered into space.
Very contemporary. And then at Bahia Vik, we decided to do the bungalows. All these houses are very different. It's kind of a little village along the dunes. So each retreat in Uruguay has a very distinct architectural style. Chile is, outside of Santiago in this beautiful valley.
So this was wilderness, and we are going to try to make a vineyard that could produce wines that would be candidate for one of the best red wines in the world.
And that was sort of the bet from day one. I think we've proved that.
Now it is 16 years later since we started, and the wines are, I like call them my baby Mozarts. Already at a young age is producing exceptional quality. And we had no connection to Chile, except this was, one of the best terroirs in the world.
We had an architectural competition in 2007 among only Chilean architects.
We probably met 200 artists that we went to visit their studios, look at all their work, speak to them, because we're not buying art, we are collaborating and creating art.
And when we decided to build the retreat, we really wanted to do something that would bring the nature in. Alex and I sat in our kitchen one night and we kind of drew out what we wanted to do. And first thing was glass walls, floor to ceiling glass walls, so that everything is like, you feel like you're in the vineyard, you feel like you're in the nature. It's like living in a very refined, elegant treehouse, because you're surrounded by the trees and the nature, and then in the front of you is just the vastness of the vineyard and the lake and the nature. The next challenge after we did Uruguay and Chile, would be great to do a city hotel. That would be a real challenge. And this property in Milan, in the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele, was introduced to us as a possibility, and we decided we would go ahead with the hotel. It's the oldest shopping center in the world. Beautiful, beautiful structure. The glass and iron is done by the same company that did the Eiffel Tower. And it was a particular challenge because we were landing ourselves in the heart of the design center of the world. So we put a lot of our own passion, our own design, our own interest, and our own ideas into them, as well as bringing a lot of artists. So in Milan, we have 88 rooms. We have over 100 artists who participate in the hotel. So it's really a very living art, design hotel, living in a historic monument. when you come to our properties, you are really experiencing something very special.